Oh, sorry. We're going live.
Oh, what are we doing?
Well, she just go talk and we're gonna talk back to her.
Oh,
You know,
Okay, it's reality because we live, girls. We are live, everybody. Hi.
hi.
Girl chat time. Yeah, I'm trying to keep my little stand together, as you can see. I'm having a little time with it. I don't want the phone. Hey, everybody, welcome to Girl Chat. Let's see, we're gonna do some recording too, just in case. Okay. Let's see if I can fix it. Yeah, we all right. We live. We live. We live. We live.
We're live.
Remember, reality show. Y'all seeing this thing? I'm trying to get my thing situated. Here we go. Okay.
And
All right. And we have one more person coming in.
Get off the screen, there we go.
Our topic today, somebody said do something fun this time, like have a nice topic about relationships. I'm the two of you ladies, like I see half of Miss Janice and almost half of Miss Ginger. If I can get y'all to scoot over a little bit so I can see you.
Yeah.
You need to.
No, you're fine. No, you don't need that.
Yeah, Miss Ginger, that's good. Now I need more Miss Janice. Brandy.
Okay.
Come on, Miss Brandy. Meanwhile, I had to show you my little stuff.
Ooh.
That's my powder puff stuff. And matter of fact, I'm just like powder puff because we gotta do some powder puff afterwards. What do you think about that? You know who did this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Miss Janice.
Look at you.
Look at that. Ain't that pretty?
Oh, I like the purple.
Yes, I do too. But okay, folks. Our topic today on Girl Chat. Last time we talked about the bad end of relationships. So now we're talking about any good relationships that we had. We can talk about that as well as talk about what kind of relationships we might want. I still don't see Miss Janice. We see half of Miss Janice's face. Come on, Miss J.
Yay! That's
you gotta scoot over, honey.
Oh.
Come on, Miss J. A little bit more. She's trying not to be in this picture. I don't understand. There you go. There he is.
There it is.
So that's what we're talking about today. And I'm still looking for, are they coming in yet? We got the Lady I and Lady C coming in, and we have Lady R coming in. I'm going like, who are these people? So I guess I'll kick it off because I just wanted to ask a couple questions. If you had an opportunity to have a nice relationship, or have you ever had a nice relationship where you can say, man, that was a great relationship? Because we talk a lot about what's not great and how we've been done wrong. But does anybody have any type of good thing they can say about a relationship they ever had? Any good moments that you can remember that just makes you feel happy?
I think one is having my kids made me happy.
Well, me too, but I'm talking about men.
Oh, about me? Nope.
Did you say no?
I said no.
No. Well, does anybody else have anything to say about that? I will tell you, out of my marriages, hi girls. There's Miss Irene and Miss Sylvia. So, have you all ever had opportunity?
Hear what Sylvia said? Yeah.
Oh, hey, I'm trying to find out who had a good. Okay, where Miss J at? Miss J, what about you? Did you have a good relationship ever, or do you remember any good times when you did?
I guess there was one time in high school. There was a gentleman who really was very sweet, treated me like a gentleman. And because something happened to me, I didn't think I was good enough for him, so I chased him away.
Oh wow. So
And
you
I
chased the
regret
good man
that.
away?
Yeah, because I didn't think I was good enough because I was raped by my mother's best friend. And
What?
I didn't think that I was good enough for this gentleman. And so I kind of like pushed him away because I didn't want to tell him that, but I wasn't, you know, I don't know why I just said that on TV. I wish I hadn't did that.
Well, but it's the truth though, because wow, that's real deep. Because a lot of women might
Sorry
have
to
gone
hear
through
that.
something like that, and sometimes you feel, once you've been done wrong like that,
Right.
you don't feel good enough, like somebody's gonna love you. So I can understand why you would say something like that.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry that happened to you. I personally, the first time, oh well,
Yes.
let me ask
We're
somebody else.
sorry.
We're sorry, Miss Janice. Miss Janice she's a very sweet person. Show is Miss Ginger. Um, we Sylvia, do you have anything? Did you ever have any nice relationship that you can say, oh, that was a great relationship? Yeah, I'm trying to put this on the radio. Did you ever have a nice
I
relationship?
would say
Hmm?
in the beginning, it's always nice. In the beginning, yeah.
Talk a little bit louder, sweetie.
In the beginning, it's always nice. In the beginning.
I'm in total agreement with you. I was gonna say the same
Well,
thing.
midway through the sport, it fell out.
Yeah, sometimes like near the end is when it's like you gotta know when to walk away.
And you're right, what
But
they say. It's nice knowing you are one.
yeah, I say a lot of times in the beginning it is nice. I feel like sometimes we put our best face on in the beginning, both parties do, and but you know the truth comes out at some point
Yes,
of
it
how what's going
definitely
on.
does.
But I feel like if you find the right person, it's worth trying to fight for and get through because nobody's perfect. Um, and a lot of times we as women are set up to have that thing where the knight in shining armor comes and rescues you,
Yes,
and everything is
that's a
perfect.
fairy
Why
tale.
Yeah,
not?
you're set up to have this
I don't see.
fairy
I
tale.
think, yeah, I think that's an awesome way to be. What about you,
Well,
Miss Irene?
I'm not like that.
I mean, I agree with her saying a lot of times it's in the beginning it starts out good, but I mean, I honestly haven't had any whole instrumental relationships like that. But I haven't had like where everything is just good and everything works, or I would probably be by now. So that never happened for me. I just feel like I've never been on the same page with whoever I was talking to. But yeah, at the beginning, they've done a lot of things. You know, they send you nice love notes. I got nice love notes and just telling you people, just giving you a boost all the time and showing you love.
Well, look, sis, you can look in the mirror and
I don't know why y'all
say
breaking up a
you're
little bit, but yeah.
beautiful.
You're beautiful also, my sister.
Merci.
Well,
What'd you say?
I said, okay, that's better. Thank you. So, I think Miss Renee is here. Hey, Miss Renee,
Hey, girl.
how you doing? Welcome to Girl Chats. Whoa,
How
Hi.
are you?
you going to a
Hey.
party? Look, we were asking questions like, who has? I can't see Miss Janice again. She's out the picture.
Yep.
I see Ginger, but I don't see Miss J.
You just have to lean
But
her head
anyway,
a little bit more. If she just
we,
tilts her head like this.
all you gotta do tilt your head to the right. You'll be straight. But
Well,
anyway,
good.
because they want to see your beautiful face. So, Miss Renee, we were talking
Lovely
about
makeup on.
Miss Renee. We were just talking about, is there
Yeah.
anybody, if you can you remember any good points in your relationship where you can say, yes, I had a good relationship. I love this relationship. And you had a good time at any point. Do you have anything good to say about your relationship? Any relationship you might have had in life with a gentleman or partner?
Yeah, if you hook up with somebody, you must have some good points in order to.
We talking about you. Do you have anything to say about any good points? Some people on here already said no. Some people like, no, I didn't have no good points. And some people are saying, well, it started off good. Is there anything good they can remember? So I mean, it's up to you if you want to say. So we're just trying to get an individual take on, is there anything that you can say that you had, like any good points in any relationship?
That's what I was saying.
Okay.
In order, anyone who gets with someone, they have their good points. Not saying that it will stay good, but in order to
Right.
get with somebody, they must have some good points, or you wouldn't spend time with them, getting with them. You know, you would know right off, I don't want to be with this person. But once you get with them and it starts to change, then the good points are over.
That's true. Well, I will say this.
Yeah, I've had
And some
good
people,
points.
some people can play the part really well. They play off some really good points, but they don't last.
True. Will come out.
Miss Ginger, were you going to say something, Miss Ginger?
Oh, I had one, well, actually two. It was so funny because I was in the parking lot at the mall and he tracked me down with my mom's license plate and everything.
What?
Yeah, and he was so nice. He was so nice. And then we flew to Dallas to the park that's there.
What?
He was everything for me.
That sounds very romantic. Cole?
Yeah. And the other one was a friend of my ex. Oh my God. He loved me. He really did. He did ask me to marry him, but I didn't. So after we were married, he came to visit to the house, and he stayed overnight. And the next day, he sent me flowers.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a dream.
Oh, he's really nice. I should have married him.
Right, you should have. Anyway,
I have received flowers a couple of times, and that was really nice. Because I can't say a full relationship, but I can just give some nice points. So I like getting flowers.
Yeah.
I've gotten those.
Even a phone call.
that's sweet. I saw those flowers. Yeah, they were pretty. Well, I would say, I was in an arranged marriage against my will, because I don't know if this was some type of family religious, some type of out of the country situation, and I was very young. So that's where that relationship, it was nothing good for me, okay, because it wasn't my idea. I wasn't even 17. I was 16 years old. So, but in that marriage, at the church, somebody else's church, that was the first time that somebody paid attention to me. Because in that marriage, it was so bad. I said, wow, somebody didn't love me for giving me to this mean slave driver old man. But I was in it. So, but on the other person that came after me, and to me, that's when I had some good kudo feelings about him. But I wouldn't do anything because I was married. He literally came after me, and so I remember that. So those were some good moments, but I was just in the wrong setup. And if I hadn't been married, I could have probably talked to him. I don't know, but that went on for a while, talking behind my husband's back, talking on the phone, and he wanted to get rid of him because he saw that he was just a mean old man to me. And he was like double my age at the time. So because of that, because I didn't feel like Janice was saying, it's because I didn't really feel loved in this marriage because I wasn't treated properly and it was the way it happened. It wasn't somebody that just got married to a love. It was arranged. And no, I wasn't pregnant, anything. Like it just was some type of, I think it was some weirdo something that somebody was just doing, right? And so that was my first experience of anybody paying attention to me. That was, matter of fact, he was a couple years younger than me. Really, it's like most of the younger guys would be trying to talk to me. So, but he didn't care. He wasn't that much younger, but it was cool. It was a cool relationship that never happened. It got taken any farther because I was just trying to honor the fact that I was married. So I didn't go any further, but it was a sensational feeling for somebody to love you and you love them. But I didn't really think nobody loved me because when I broke up from that marriage, it was so bad. You feel so bad when things happen, like Miss Genesis, stuff happened to her. Then if somebody comes along that really might love you, you can't tell. You so caught up in how you feel. Like I don't think nobody even loved me in the first place. So they didn't love me. I came to their dude. And then I found out he really did love me because after I got away from the first marriage, and I got caught up in the second marriage of no love, came back to town and found out how hurt he was. And that's when I found out he really loved me. And I felt so bad. I said, wow, he really did love me for real. Somebody did love me. But those moments was something kind of cool. I kind of like that, but I just couldn't act on it. I wasn't the kind of girl like, okay, I'm gonna tip out on my husband because I didn't want to get struck down by God. But we still spent time together, going to church, and by that time I even had Sylvia was little. He was carrying Sylvia, and I was taking piano lessons from him and doing vocals. So we had something that I thought was first time ever special. Now the second time after these marriages, some guy from the school that I was going to, the college that I finally made it to after I got away from the tragic marriage, kind of chased me down. Like, who was that got chased down? That was Miss Prosky. That was Ginger got chased down. Well, I kind of fell in love.
Well, I just want to say I'm happy for those relationships that you had.
Yeah.
And I know you got more to tell, but we have to go, sister girls, and we just want to say bye. We love you guys.
Love you.
Thank you.
See you next time, girls.
Well, thank you. Okay. I thank you for being here with us. You're so beautiful. So once again, you're tuning in to live sister girl chat, girls talking about. We're trying to bring out some good points instead of always having, like somebody suggested that we talk about something that could have been good or something that we could have in the future that we would accept, that we would, if we had our own. But and I want to tell you about the second one. The second one was the guy I was telling you about. I fell in love with him because he was for real. He was truthful, and he was handsome, and he was everything. He was everything. And I thought maybe we would have got married, but boy, I'm gonna tell that story later. But anyway, that was the only other guy that I can say that I really fell in love with. He was a few years older than me, but he chased me down too, and I liked him because he wasn't fake. And I think I fell in love with his characteristics because he wasn't fake. And that me, with my experiences of going through, being in church all my life, a lot of the guys that would come up in my face, well, they be pastors and preachers and thinking, now ain't no reflection on all y'all ain't like that, okay? But my experience was a lot that when you figure, okay, you Christian, you get approached, and these people gonna come, right? Come to find out, it was a flip. So when I met this guy, he wasn't in church. He told me what he believed, but he was real. So I said, okay, for once I met somebody that is real, telling the truth. And Plus, he came after me. Plus, he had other attributes. He was handsome, and everything else was good too. So that was a good package. I just didn't get married to him because I said, okay, I'm gonna have to either get married or I'm gonna have to drop it because we don't believe in having these extended relationships. And I don't, like Beyonce, put a ring on a baby. But anyway, that was another person that I can say in my whole life that I really had a love for him and I appreciated him and I had a good time with him.
I had
That's it.
with this guy that would send me flowers. He was in the Air Force, and when he came to Houston, the shuttle station, he's the one who pushes the red button. But anyway, he would call me when he was in town, and I would talk to him, and I'd call him at the hotel that he was at. He was very, very nice.
See, there's some nice relationships. There's some nice moments that we can say that we have just to have good reflection on some good feelings that we have. So we won't say everything in our life and every man that we've ever met was the worst. There are some good relationships, and I will say, look at my mom and dad, and they got married. They still married to death do they part, right? And they were in their 90s, and I know they went through some things, but they held on to each other, and that helped them in many, many ways. So, when you see that gives you some type of inspiration that you feel like, yeah, it can happen. Now, the next question is, say in the future, if you could have a nice relationship, what kind of setup would you like? What kind of man would you like, or partner would you like, and how would you like for this to be? Anybody?
I would like someone to be kind of sort of equal, help around the house, or take me places.
Treat you like a lady.
Yeah,
You are.
Exactly.
I like that. What about you? What about you, Miss Renee?
It's been so long ago. How I was back then, I'm different now. Back then I wanted always together, doing things together. And right now I would like my little space sometimes. I would like to be taken, like Ginger said, but I also would like my time. Back in the day, it's like I didn't have my time. I wanted to always be together, be his time and his time, my time, but now since I'm older, I think every now and then I would like to court him to court me, it doesn't have to be 24/7.
Yeah, that still sounds fun, I like that. What about you, Miss Jane?
Oh, me?
I like to see your face, though.
Why?
I wish we all could see your face.
Why?
She has a beautiful body.
Okay, Miss. Now come back, Miss Prosky.
I'm glad you cut your nails.
Oh, yeah, I did.
You
didn't I?
grabbed me.
I love these stories, though. What about
What
you?
What I wanted to say was, when you see what looks like the perfect couple, you have people who've been married, like London said, till death. But believe me, we're not perfect. And it'll be some quality about that person that may irk the partner, even though it looks like a perfect relationship and neither one of them may complain openly, but we're still human,
Yeah.
So it's good to
I am.
have, good to fantasize or what we would like and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
We're still human.
Most definitely. What about you, Miss J?
I guess I would like someone that loved the Lord, that would go to church with me.
Yes. Yes.
Uh, would sing with me because I love music, and I mean that would be the main thing. And then, like everybody else said, treat me like a woman, or make me feel like I am important to them, and I would do the same to them. Like she said, equal. Like we do for each other, and make me laugh. Oh goodness, I love to laugh, and I guess I would start with that. I would start with that, and then we always build on everything else. So,
That's beautiful.
it is.
Yeah, I think that's beautiful too. Well, for me, if I would, I'm pretty happy and satisfied. And I've been through so many different types of things. I've been through relationships with, we don't talk too negative, but when you've been through certain type of things, then you don't want to go through that anymore. With the jealousy, with the envy, I'm going to hold you down.
Yeah.
I'm over
Yeah.
you. You do what I tell you, that kind of thing. And I've always been like me, outgoing, an entrepreneur and all that kind of thing. And I've been in relationships where they get excited because you do it, but once they get hooked up with you, then they want to control it, they want to take it, and then they
Yeah.
want to. I've been set in the corner like I'm a little porcelain doll, telling me, well, one of them told me, he said, and this is my last husband, you gotta make sure that I want breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and this
no.
and this and that. So guess
No.
what? I did it. No. I believe it. I know I just believe I'm supposed to be that wife. So I did. You know what I did? I got up early. I cooked breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Then I was gone the rest of the day working down in my office. I had an office downtown. He got mad because I was able to pull off all my duties and still go do my business. And sometimes I'll be out at 10 o'clock at night doing production, working with clients, getting new clients. So that made him mad because I guess he thought I could do it all. I did it all, but that made him mad because he said, "Oh no, you gonna do all this and I want you home, such and such." So, and that was the last time. Because by that time I was going like, okay, I've been doing this long. I can't let anybody just take my everything I had away. This was like later. This is not a spring chicken type of situation. I would say probably. It's been about 20 years ago or something like that, which now I can't believe all that time went by. But after that, I just continue to do my business. But if Women's Gen's gonna just lead the picture completely, well, we have this.
Adjusting myself.
Okay. I'll leave you alone.
Oh,
Where Miss Prosky at? Come back, Miss Prosky. So if I were to do something now, I wouldn't say for it to never happen because I am a hopeless, romantic, and amorous person about love and relationship. And I believe that I love love. I love good relationship. I think partners that should be together, they should enjoy each other's company. But I do think you should be friends. Like if you start out being friends, because I noticed that good friends treat each other sometimes a lot better than people do in a relationship. I noticed that. Start out being friends, and then if you fall in love, then you have this friendship thing. It's not just, oh, I love you just to be my husband, my wife, or whatever. But also that you're gonna be, I want to be I'll be your friend first. And so if ever it were to occur, which I'm not looking for right now, I'm pretty happy and satisfied, but just to dream a little, and I've said this a long time ago. Yes, only way I would get married again, and be committed, is I want to keep my stuff over here, and you keep your stuff over there. I want to keep my house, right? My business, everything that I do, and of course, I expect him to be well off. But I still want the man to treat me like a man would treat his woman. Treat his woman with that. I'm saying be the knight in shining armor. Why not? Why not? There's some people like that. The man want to be. He want to do what he do. and then he wants you to have what you have. And then of course, if I had somebody like that, most definitely I'm gonna take care of him. But at the same time, I still want to keep my house. Yeah. And I want you have your mansion out there, your 5 mansions out there. You keep that. But you can put my name on some of it. Oh no, I ain't look. But I still want to have my backup plan, right?
Right.
And then, like, if he goes on a flight away because he's a businessman or whatever, and he has to take a flight out, and he's gone for a month, hey, when I see you again, it's like we're freshly dating again. Instead of, you're not trying to track me down, trying to see where I'm at, think I'm cheating. I'm not trying to track you down, trying to see what you're doing, think you cheating. Now we just have this trust. But we are on the same level in our minds, like we both know we have businesses, we know both will do this, do that. I got to go out of town. I'll be back in a month. I'm gonna make this money. When I come back, I'm gonna give you a couple $1,000 right there, just for a tip, sweetheart. That's what he gonna do for me, or whatever. And we just have fun together. We go sailing together. We go on vacation together. We have a good time. We eat together. We travel together. And then if he and I both had to go on our work venture again, so in other words, that's a different type of setup. And I think people do that all the time in Hollywood. When I think about it, those people, if 2 actors get together, or one is an actor, he's making all the money. He's gone all the time, or she's gone all the time. And both of them are doing our business. They're gone all the time. They got the nanny at the house. They got the maid at the house. They got whoever's taking care of whatever, taking it, all the different property. And then when you get together, it's like you're dating all the time. So that takes a different type of understanding, another type of level of thinking. And to me, I could go for that.
But you know what? You have to love yourself, because the domination and control comes in when you don't love yourself. You feel like you got all this money, you're making all this money, you could dominate or control someone else's life. But if you love yourself, you wouldn't feel left out. You wouldn't try to control someone.
Yeah, I just think, and you're right. And I just think that it's a different mindset and on another level of thinking. And some people maybe never have, like the one lady, I was telling her how my husband was treating me, like he was trying to smother me. I can't stand this being this smother thing. And I didn't know she was a Christian counselor. She said the reason why he's trying to grab you like that because he's scared he's gonna lose you. Instead of him letting you be free, he's choking you to keep you. And she said, it's like sand. If you put sand in your hand and squeeze it, it's gonna all come out your hand. And so she explained to me that that's how he was feeling. Yeah. Like you get something you think is really good so much that you want to lock it up, put it in the box and put it in the corner. When in fact, if you just like treat that when you first meet and you treat that person like real nice, like you always have, and you're not having all these issues. Some men are like that, some women, some people are just like that with each other. And some people might put up with it because maybe they like it. I don't like that kind of attention. Really. If I want to go out, I got to take care of my business. I'll be back. I'm going to be out all night doing this production. I'll be back. I'll see you. I might get home till 11 o'clock at night. And all you want to do is, if you were living together, come home and either he may be asleep or he may be sitting there waiting for you. How was your day, babe? And I'll say, it was such and such and such, and then I ask him, how are you? How was your day? And then sometimes I might want to treat him because, I got paid. So he's treating me and I'm going to treat him. And I think it can be nice. I think it could work. If you got 2 people that
your day will be great because you're not being harassed. Where are you? What you doing? What time you coming home?
Right. So those are ideal things that's something to think about. I believe some people do have that type of lifestyle where they can't, and of course you want each other to be decently, at least enough to take care of each other. Or if you have somebody that's well off like that, why would you fight them? If you have if a man has a woman that's out there that's doing it, why would you fight? Come on, support her. And the same thing with the woman, support each other, And if you have that mindset, because you're both on some other type of level, then I think it could work fabulously, because that means if he goes out to California, or if he go out the country and he's doing work, then he's gonna say, babe, when you get a break, I'm gonna fly you out. And I like that kind of stuff. Like Miss Prosky said to do. The man flew her somewhere. Let's take a flight somewhere. Live a good life. Have good love. Have fun with each other. Treat each other sweet. You know, I think things like that can really happen, even if you haven't experienced it like that. I believe like that can happen. It could. So if you set your boundaries and you be in the right place at the right time, something like that could happen.
Oh, yeah.
And that's called love. You can have love. Some people have love, but then they don't have nothing else. But you got to have the whole package. You have to have love. You have to have stability. You have to have confidence, and then you have to care about somebody, each other, and be friends. Hey, you know,
and have money.
That's what I'm talking about.
The whole package.
Yeah, and it's because if I get to the point where I make all this money, that's not gonna stop you from giving your wife some money. Because I'm the man, I'm your wife, you the man, I'm your wife. I might be out there doing my thing, but you still are the man. And so you the man, and since you're gonna take care of your wife, whether she has it or not. You just want to
love. That's love you give when you love someone.
Yep. And then on the other end, if you have that, then you can back him up. Now he'll come home and I say, look, babe, I got this big contract, and you know he got 5 cars already, but he wants this one little car that he talk about all the time. I get this big huge contract, and I can surprise him. Look, you know I'm dreaming now. That's why I'm a writer. He come home on his, and he'll have a car wrapped in a big bow, that little car that he wanted. And he just like, wow, and then surprise, baby. And then me the same way. Whatever it is that makes them happy, if you know, you try to do it if you can. We're talking big, right? So I think people can love each other and treat each other right. And I know that's kind of love exists out there somewhere. I just know it does. And you might have, if you have a disagreement, but you can agree to disagree. Why not agree? We grown. Especially when you get mature enough, let's agree. We can agree to disagree.
Right.
And then, I know I like what Miss Janet said. First of all, if you have God in your life, He's going to teach you how to treat each other, how to be able to be a good listener. So these are some key points that you need to be able to listen to me. If I got an issue, please listen to me. There's times in life that if I did try to tell them what the issue was, they want you to shut up. So you don't know what the issue is, so we can fix it. So, and then I want to listen to what you have to say, and then that's how we work it out. So God definitely is a major point in I believe in a relationship, and then just to have somebody that's a good human anyway. Some people are just good people, So that's it. That's girl chat. If anybody else want to say so? So anybody got something coming up? You got a relationship coming up soon? Everybody laughing. What giggle was that? Well, anyway, this is girl chat.
I don't know. Are we looking for a relationship to come up?
I mean, sometimes things can happen when you're not looking for it.
Right, that's right. But when it happened, do we look the other way, or do we?
I don't know. You're right.
Take it slow.
This old wisdom kick in now, because look, we've seen it. We've been there. We've all had relationships and marriages. So when you've been there, you'll be more cautious to see what's going on first, and maybe you can step into something very carefully, but just don't go in blind. And because I know, I think Renee, you telling me about somebody who was up in age in their 70s, 80s, and something like that got married.
You know what? This still can happen. That you could still get that if you connect with that certain person, you'll still get that zing, that feeling, that spark.
You can always get a zing.
Yeah, you won't look the other way because there's something about that person that just captured you.
I think too, maybe when you're more mature, Maybe. I've seen people in the more mature age get in trouble still. Like, okay,
Yes.
you did
yes.
that when you was 18. Now you what? You 65 and you got in trouble again? I think when you get, you know, just be careful what we do. But I still think you can have that, you can still have that zing, as you say, that relationship, that partner. I think when you get something settled and you know what's happening, I think it's even more special because now you're kind of seasoned, you know. Oh, let me ask you this. Maybe
But
we'll do
money,
this next time.
people let money take control of their relationship. Okay, as long as you bring the money home, you could do what you want to do. You know, just don't bring me any disease home, you know, or whatever.
Whoa.
Yeah, as long as you taking care of business, the household, you know, the finances, you free to do what you want to do.
I've seen that.
So, yeah,
I don't like that relationship.
I don't either.
But I mean, if you just want to have the money and you want to keep the house and the car, tell him or her to go do what they want to do. Some people do have that type of an arrangement. They do. Well, next time I want to come back and this, you want to talk about relationships next time? When we come back, I want to talk about having a younger person that wants to be with you. And what do you think about having a young partner or someone that wants to sincerely, seemingly want to have a relationship with you? And what would you do? Would you do it? So we'll talk about that next time.
Yeah, because that's happening now too.
Well, some of the guys that used to talk to me, most of them were younger.
Yeah.
Somehow it just happened they would be younger. It may be because maybe my attitude, or sometimes they don't know your age, or sometimes they're just attractive, you know, to you. They're attracted to you. I guess you need to find out why. Let's see, are you trying to tell me what? The one young guy told me, well, you got a good head on your shoulders, and the girls my age, they're not ready yet. He literally told me that. He said some of the younger girls around his age, well, he was too young. Okay, no, too young.
You know what? I could take either or, young or old, if they're kicking it right.
Woo! Whoop-de-doo. And on that note, you heard it from Miss Queen Renee. If they're kicking it right. We're gonna talk about that next time. I forget what you said. When we come back next time, we're gonna talking about having a somebody maybe you twice their age or something. 10, 15, 20 years older than them. I think the youngest person that I spoke that was trying to marry me I was about 10 or 11 years older than them. Yeah. But I don't know what, but they were so jealous, it was scary. Like,
yeah,
where are you going? I'm going to the radio. What you doing? And I took him to meet my dad. And then I took him to meet my parents. And he said, what are you doing to these guys? I'm going to go see my sister. He running out the door. Come back. My daddy grabbed him by the chest. He put his hand up. Man, get back. She be back. Well, she be back. Okay, so what in the world are you doing to these guys? He chasing after you like that? I'm like, I don't know. So sometimes, you just got to have it right, but it could be a little scary. You don't want anybody to be too scary, But anyway, this has been fun talking. We just want to encourage anybody that we hope that you find a good relationship out there. If you're in one, God bless you, and I hope it goes good. If you're getting ready to be in one, I hope it goes great for you. And we're not gonna say nothing else negative. We're gonna say all positive things today. That I think love is sweet. I think caring about somebody is the sweetest thing. I think your partner being your best friend, that's the sweetest thing. And I think that romance is beautiful. I think who was that, Miss Renee? You were saying that you always wanted to be with him and always wanted to be with you. I think that's sweet too.
yeah.
When he and she just want to hang together all the time, whether you're younger or older.
Right.
Like Okay, you just like some people are like the Bobbsey twins. Like when you look at them, they belong together.
Right.
So I think that's sweet to want to
Mhm.
spend time with each other, beating up each other's face all the time. You got somebody to cuddle with, watch TV with.
But what
You know,
about when you hold hands? You don't see that too much. And when you see someone holding hands, that is so tender.
like, come on, babe. Okay, babe.
Mhm.
So, good note. Some good stuff still out there, folks. And so we wish people all the best at good relationships, however and which way they go, so that you can be happy. And there's nothing wrong with being happy, even though we've had been in some situations that didn't come out the way like we want them to. I personally, it didn't damage my love for love. It didn't damage my idea of another person. It doesn't damage me at all. I still am. Um, they call amorous about love. I'm in love with the idea of being in love. I like all the good relationships you can get. I'm a caring person anyway, so whoever I will be with, I always care for them in full.
Right.
This somehow doesn't get that back. And sometimes people suck it all up. Now we don't go negative, but if you got two caring people like that, and they care for you the way that they do, and it's sufficient for you, I think that is the sweet thing.
Yeah.
And I think that can last a long, long time. So yeah,
Yeah.
folks, I believe love is out there somewhere. And I believe you can have it if that's what you want.
Yes.
Right now, I'm in love with Jesus so hard for taking care of me through all the stuff I've been through. And
Hmm.
I know what love is. And then I believe that God, if He wants you to have that sweetie in your life, He gonna let you have that
Hmm.
sweetie in your life. Amen. Okay, girls. Now don't go nowhere. We're getting ready to get off the live right now. Thank you, anybody. This is a sister girl chat. We're just talking about life. We're being real. And I know I talk a lot, so I guess I'll just be quiet now. And I want to tell each and every one of you that I love you, girls. And anybody else out there listening, we love you too. Thank you for tuning in. That's right. Sister girl chat. Blow the kiss again, Miss Prosky.
She said, blow a kiss again. Oh.
Hot dog.
I think you saw that. I was trying to make sure they see that. Everybody blowing kisses. Love, be loved, and love somebody. How about that?
That's cool.
And then love God, because God loves us. Oh, we can't forget that, the main part.
Right.
Okay, love you, everybody, for listening. I
Love
want
you.
you to stay here because we got a drama to do. But thanks for listening, and thanks for Miss Lady C for being with us, and Lady I for putting in about their relationships. And look, Miss Prosy came out with good love stories and romanticism. I love romantic stories. And Lady J, we're gonna pray for Lady J that she gonna get more love too, Lady J. Anyway, we are your friends and we love you anyway.
Yes,
More love, more love, more love.
Okay. And then of course, Miss Renee, she's talking a whole lot of good sense over there. But she said this time we talk about the young, you're gonna be the cougar. Is that what you're gonna be, a cougar? You said if he kicking it right, I can't wait to hear this conversation when you come back. Watch out, y'all. Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Don't go anywhere. We're getting off the live stream now.